HarperCollins presents Isabella's Not Dead by Beth Morrey, read by Gemma Whelan. Part 1. Chapter 1. I was on my third gin and tonic and thinking about sneaking off for a bath when Rachel produced the Ouija board and Amanda announced she was leaving her husband. She'd been building to this decision all afternoon, drowning her marital sorrows in a bottle of Rioja and moaning about his endless business trips. There wasn't much I knew about Christian Simmons. He worked in construction, and in Amanda's Instagram photos he always looked painfully sunburnt. But neither of those things necessarily marked him out as a matrimonial disappointment. Mind you, there wasn't much I knew about Amanda either, not having seen her in the flesh for several years. Nowadays she was much blonder and self-consciously moderated her northern vowels. She might have changed in other ways, but they weren't immediately apparent, and we were only on the first night of the weekend. It was clear no one wanted to get into Mrs. Simmons' impending divorce, so we all turned our attention to the Ouija board instead, the lesser of the two evils. The cottage was a converted pub, tastefully renovated. Art prints of various lakes on the walls, wipe-clean leather sofas, a welcome Kendal mint cake, and a complimentary basket of logs for the fire. There was a big kitchen with 2 dishwashers and 4 double bedrooms with beds that could be repurposed as twins. Perfect for get-togethers, if you didn't mind sharing, which I wasn't sure about. Even though I'd officially known my roommate for 40 years, cohabiting wasn't much fun when you were 53 and a restless sleeper. History repeating itself, Rachel was revelling in her role as the rebel of the group, having brought hash brownies to the party, plus 20 Marlborough for old time's sake. The brownies were actually a tray bake, which I appreciated as a middle-aged twist on misdemeanor. Martha Stewart meets, well, Martha Stewart. Never mind drugs. I was pretty sure the Airbnb was strictly non-smoking, but as we worked our way through the booze, rules went out the window, along with our coughing exhales. I'd had 2 fags, and I'd never smoked before, not even in school. Chloe, my roomie, had already been sick, and it was only 10:30, though long past bedtime for all of us. 8 former school friends fueled by various hormones, herbs, chemicals, and tipples. It was a messy regression. Rachel Lloyd, Amanda Simmons, Chloe Coulson, Min Chu, Erica Stanley, Holly Griffiths, Bhavani Gupta, and me, Gwen Mortimer. Our Lake District idyll had cost £1,800 plus £500 for a highly alcoholic Ocado order, which meant I'd spent nearly £300 on a weekend I felt deeply ambiguous about. We'd kept in touch intermittently over the years, through an email group called Harper Harlots, which was what we'd named ourselves when we were 16 and playing in a hockey team together against the nearby Bakewell Tarts. It seemed funny at the time. Why had we kept in contact when so many other friendships had fallen by the wayside? Probably due to Holly, who did something glamorous in PR, was aggressively social, and had established a tradition of round-robin emails between us every Christmas. She'd also organised the whole weekend, finding the cottage and cajoling everyone into booking. Seeing her name flash up on my phone a few months before, I'd answered because it was such a novelty to hear the dry rasp of her voice after all that time, then couldn't think of an excuse on the hop. To get 8 out of the original 11 team members together was quite an achievement, really. Danielle Seatsman wasn't there because she lived in New York. Gracie Wagstaff couldn't get childcare, and, well, 8 was good. An even number. It would be fun, wouldn't it? Apart from weddings and big birthdays, many of us hadn't seen each other in years, hadn't got together as a group in decades. "We're in our prime," party girl Rachel had shrieked, doling out the cigarettes after we'd eaten Bhavani's chili. But we weren't, really. She said it again when she got out the Ouija board, and it sounded like she was protesting too much, but it
Sample complete. Ready to continue?